Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the enhanced weapons and how they perform out in the field. After killing the sniper, scout, and predator zombie, getting their drops, you'll be ready to start building your weapon enhanced arsenal. One of the benefits of enhancing the weapons is regardless of its condition, once made it'll be at 10,000 durability. The 308 Reaper has really awesome handling. The bullets shoot incredibly true and it packs a pretty serious punch. You can keep your target in scope with the slide bolt capability, apparently is what it has. Although it took 5 rounds to put the predator zombie down, that's a very respectable time to kill ratio when you consider the zombie's gear and its hit points. In this instance, I was just jumping off the ATV and trying to ready the 308 as the scout zombie was charging. I missed the first shot but managed to take him down with just 2 rounds in the body. So even when you're a little off guard, the Reaper can make up for your cumbersome transition with its true shot capability. The AK-47 Frostbite feels a lot like a tandem weapon. You can slow your target down with a snare effect and maybe follow up with some other weapon. In this instance, I fired off just 6 rounds into the predator zombie, avoiding hitting him in the head. Then I followed up with some melee. It still took a little bit of machete action to take him down, so I probably could have landed a few more rounds with the AK before committing to going melee. I really wanted to see how well the snare effect worked. So you could use the AK-47 Frostbite to perhaps snare and then follow up with another firearm to ensure you're getting a good level of proficiency. The AR-15 is probably the most dramatic of the weapons and one that packs not only a punch when it lands rounds, but the fact that it will engulf the target with damage over time fire. There isn't going to be any questions about whether or not you've landed rounds, as the effects will become quickly apparent. The M9 Rage here, I'm landing or trying to land a few rounds on the Uncle Sam zombie. He's a bit squirrely and agile. It's hard to gauge or know how the damage over time is working. Then he suddenly came to a stop. I thought maybe he was just going to die right there, so I didn't reload and just waited to see what would happen. And at that point, I did reload and fired off one more round to finish him off. I'm not sure how effective the damage over time is when it comes to zombies, wolves, or bears, as they typically are trying to close the distance and attack you directly. It may be fair to say that the M9 will be a little more effective in PvP play to keep your target preoccupied while you're trying to stay alive, as their health is ticking away. But as far as NPCs, it's only going to be a tiny bit of an advantage over the standard M9. Nagafen's Rage on the shotgun produces pyrotechnics that disorient the target, similar to a stun grenade on players, I'm assuming. However, how it affects the zombies can be difficult to determine. I was trying to lead a runner zombie to the punjies just as the predators spawned, so this disrupted the cinematic style I was going for. But nonetheless, it may be fair to say that, like the M9 Purge, Nagafen's Rage effect will probably be a lot more lethal in PvP. My personal favorite of the enhanced weapons is going to come down to the 308. It has incredible stopping power with amazing functionality. It's incredibly forgiving in its performance, and it shoots incredibly true. The AK-47 Frostbite has great potential when combined with another weapon. The snare effect will probably irritate the hell out of PvP players by slowing them down, giving you the opportunity to follow up with another weapon if you choose. I suppose you can semi-kite NPCs with it, but it will take a little bit of practice. The AR15 Blaze is the most dramatic of the enhanced weapons. Setting targets on fire and doing damage over time makes it incredibly lethal from both the rounds landing and the burning damage of its after effects. The Blaze combined with the Reaper will make you an incredibly dangerous opponent in PvP. That would make a great combination in my opinion. The M9 Rage has a lot of aesthetic appeal. It looks really amazing. Its damage over time may be more practical in a PvP setting, as NPCs are always going to try to close in the distance on you, but that's not to suggest that the M9 won't provide you with additional capabilities against NPCs. I'm personally happy to see the introduction of the new enhanced weapons. This gives PvE players a goal-oriented direction, followed by a reward for their efforts. I know some players may not be as enthusiastic about the weapons, particularly since they have a sci-fi-ish type theme to them. But we're in a zombie world after all, so the departure from reality, as it were, is already prevalent. Also, you can read more about what the team is introducing in PvE in the producer's letter. I'll leave a link to it in the published section below. It kind of reiterates what Steve George mentioned in reference to a scoring system, achievements, and general improvements in the game overall. The Z2 map was mentioned as well, however, the team is still working on getting it optimized for King of the Kill before bringing it to us in Just Survive. And that's been your follow-up look at the new enhanced weapons. I'd welcome your thoughts about the changes in the comments section. What has been your experience with the weapons, and do you think the theme fits the H1Z1 world? I welcome all of you who are new to my channel and those who are frequent visitors. If you're one or the other, consider subscribing so you'll have all the latest news from Daybreak and H1Z1.